Hey y'all, I'm gonna get on encourage y'all real quick. So this video is not necessarily about divorce, but it's about the effects of um, maybe a divorce has had on some of y'all, a breakup, a things when you were growing up, and it has affected your self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, you tend to pick certain type of relationships. You tend to gravitate to relationships that you feel like are going to fulfill you because you feel some type of way inside. And then when you realize that that person is still a person and is not going to be able to fulfill all of your needs, then you start to become a certain type of way. And then it's like you fall back into this cycle. And one of the things that, well, there's a lot of stuff I'm saying. I'm trying to get it out in this 10 minutes. But I need you guys to start appreciating the stuff about yourself that you deem to be unworthy. I remember as a child, I was in the seventh grade. It was the first day of school. Baby, I was clean. You hear me? I had my little skirt on, my little twist, and I had my little spiral curls in, and you couldn't tell me nothing. I was sharp that day. And I remember this little girl she was in the 8th grade. And she got on there. At the time, I didn't know why she did this, but it was strategically done. And I was on the back of the bus and we was getting ready to get off the bus. I said, I'm gonna kill him today. And she said, look at you. You got a big old nose, you got big old lips, and you got big old eyes. Where's my glasses in there? Okay. Sorry, y'all. And she said, you got a big old lip, big old nose, big old lips, and big old eyes. Ugh. And everybody on the bus laughed. And that stuck with me for years. I just knew I was the ugliest person in the world. Because my big old nose, my big old lips, my big old eyes. And I carried that around for so long. I literally didn't release it until I went to therapy. I did not understand that something that somebody said to me in the 7th grade was still affecting my self-esteem. What that girl said to me that day played a part on my life for a long time. I thought I was the ugliest girl in the world. And then I began to attract things that made me feel like that was true. It only added to it. Like I began to attract situations that played on that thing that took place. Just those words, because the people be like, words don't hurt. That's a lie. That hurt. Words hurt more than somebody swinging on you. Because somebody swing on you, it's going to heal. You're going to be all right. But a word will stick with you for years. Because you impressed that on yourself that that's who you really are. And it wasn't until a year. And then you think about the world now, how, in social media and entertainment world and stuff, how they try to make it seem like beauty looks a certain type of way. Beauty is light-skinned. Beauty is mixed. Beauty is Latina. Beauty is when your hair is a certain type of way. Beauty is when your nose is a certain type of way. Your lips, lip fillers and titties and BBLs and all that stuff. They do that on purpose to make people not love themselves. It is designed. That's why you see so many celebrities like men who have women and they all look alike. I know I ain't crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Most of these celebrities, these men who get famous or stuff like that, women look alike. They go and get a certain type of woman because even in their minds, they think this is beauty. Most of them be going through hell at their house. But she look a certain type of way, and I gotta put up this image to make it seem like I'm happy, and they be cheating on her and all type of stuff, doing her wrong. She's stressing him out, and vice versa. But that's an image that they gotta put out because it's designed that way. Social media is designed to make you think that you are ugly and this is what beauty is. That's why you see so many people getting BBLs. Embrace yourself. You ain't supposed to have no big old butt. That's why some of y'all look a mess. Sorry. Let's be honest. People are willing to look like a ant. Don't say that. Sorry. Some people are willing to look a mess or risk their lives in order to become what they think is beautiful because they don't love themselves. I saw a lady the other day. She was like an entertainer. Her BBL looked sad. And it was sad because I know she got to be hurting from it. But this is what the media has convinced people to think, that in order for you to be beautiful, in order for you to have a nice body, you got to have big old titties, you got to have a flat stomach, and you have to have a big butt. People are risking their lives to look like what somebody else tell them they need to look like. When a lot of the things that you don't embrace about yourself and you don't like about yourself, that's what makes you unique. Ain't nobody got my nose. I don't think I ever seen nobody with my nose. This is what make me look different. I don't look like everybody else. People paying to get these lips. I embrace the stuff that about me that makes me different from everybody else. I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't. I like me. Is there something wrong with enhancements? No, because I know some people have babies and stuff. But if you are doing stuff like that because you have low self-esteem, don't do it. Because you're not going to have high self-esteem because you get a BBL. More than likely, you're going to look at other stuff about yourself that you need to fix and all that stuff instead of embracing it. I seen this lady the other day. She didn't have a big butt. She was like she didn't have a big butt. It was like kind of like flat. But it was the way she wore her clothes, it was so pretty. It didn't even look bad. Like, it was like, that's her shape. And I was like, and then she wasn't trying to hide it or nothing. I was like, I wanted to walk up to her and be like, that's what I'm talking about. Forget what these people doing, trying to be like everybody else and look like everybody else. Baby, be you. God gave you that butt for a reason. That's your butt. You want to work it out, go to the gym, whatever, okay. But she embraced who she was. And some of y'all right now, you have been through bad situations. People have told you that you wasn't good enough. People have boxed you into what you have believed in your mind that you're not good enough, even in some relationships. I remember my ex told me people only like you until they get to know you. And I would not get close with people because I felt like once they got to know me, they weren't going to like me. That was a lie. That was something he told me to keep me in fear of creating relationships with people, because in that it keeps me drawn to him and not want to branch out to people. It kept me afraid. It kept me afraid. He knew what he was doing. I didn't. So it took me years, and I started being cool with people. I'm like, do they like, and people getting to know me like, girl, you is really cool. And me, I'm waiting. Well, when they going? I wonder, do they know me yet? Because something is stupid that he said, it had an effect on me. And some of y'all are still carrying that stuff from childhood. Was your mom and daddy said you weren't good enough. Your teachers. This man said you weren't good enough. This man said ain't nobody gonna love you because you got kids. Now you scared. You don't think you good enough because you playing into this stupid social media stuff that's telling you ain't worth nothing because you got kids. Stop listening to this stupid mess. Half of them people stupid and saying anything because they want views. Half of the men that talk about women with children, mama was single. And gonna miss out on a blessing because they judging somebody because they got kids. Let them go ahead and do it. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Every man don't think like that. Don't let these people fool you into thinking that you're supposed to be a certain type of way. Be who God created you to be. And you're going to have to start with letting go of some things that have been impressed on your heart about yourself. You ain't that. You better than that. Love y'all. I gotta go. Love y'all.